Hello everyone. 1 minute. Yeah, I think it's all good. Let me just be a little bit. Let me just adjust the camera a little. Hello everyone. So I hope you all are able to hear me. Can I just get a quick confirmation if everything is fine in the chat? If someone can help me confirm if I'm audible properly. So are you able to hear me, everyone? Can I get a quick yes? I hope I'm audible and visible properly. Great. Thanks a lot, Michael and Shadrock for the confirmation. So just give me a minute. Let us start in a minute. Okay. I see the people are still joining, and yeah, now is coming. Where is Krish sir? So Dinosaur Krish sir was outside with some work. So hopefully he will be able to join. There was some like work which he had to cater to. So yes. But hopefully you are in pretty good hands, so don't have to worry on anything. Great. So cool, everyone. So today we are going to cover a couple of things, right? This is all in line with the batch which we are going to bring. The batch is going to start on 25th of January, right? Just give me a minute. Let me get the link for the batch so that we are able to quickly. I can just run you through everything. So just give me a minute. Yeah. I'm sharing my screen, everyone. So let me know if you're able to see it. So it should pop up now. Share screen, window, and screen one. Yeah. Cool. So meanwhile, I will also help you with that, with all the doubts. I think okay, Chris sir is also there. So hello, Chris sir.
Hello, everyone. I hope everybody is doing fine. Everybody is joined.
Yes, sir. I think people are still joining. The count is still increasing, but yes, we are able to see the audience.
Okay. Yeah, please do let me know if you are able to see us, hear us, everyone. Do we have any course available to learn Gen AI for data engineers? See, Gen AI is completely different when compared to data engineering work. Okay, so I think there is no such exact correlation. Yeah. So as a quick announcement, I think Mayank, you can do that announcement. I'll just wait for all the people to join.
Yes, sir.
Is my internet fine?
Well, I was just running through them.
I think the internet is not that good, no?
Sir, at your end, I think you're asking. Yeah, your video is coming out to be a little
Yeah.
buggy. Yeah.
Let me stop the mic. I think voice is clear, right?
Yeah, yeah. Voice is clear. Voice is fine, sir.
Okay. Is Sunny joining?
Yes, sir. He will be joining in a couple of minutes. Connected with him. So I think, sir, I can start. Or is there anything which you would like to?
No, no,
Uh,
you can start.
cool. Yeah. So great, everyone. I think the audience has now joined. So today's session, we are going to cover multiple things. The first, I'm going to walk you through the Google Cloud platform, and we are going to talk and see about the Vertex AI, how the same is very much helpful in doing POCs and making your Gen AI models. And then also we will see about Agentic AI, that how Google Cloud on the cloud we can basically have different options through which we can create our agentic AI models. After that, we will be having a proper walkthrough and a projects in which we will create an agentic AI with the Langgraphh. So these are the two things which we are going to discuss. Now, before that, we want to just quickly announce we are building, like coming up with a very great bootcamp. So it's live agentic AI with Gen AI application with cloud. Okay. So all the details are here. I have actually shared the link as well. Each and every one of you can get the link in the chat. And also, you will see that in the bottom, there will be a number on which you can call. So, let me just quickly give you an overview of this batch. So, this batch is starting from Jan 25th. That is, I think, around now 15 days we have, right? Classes are going to be live. So, they are going to be from 3 to 6 p.m. And duration is going to be 4 to 5 months. So, this batch is complete end to end and is very good for anyone who is trying to get into the genetic AI. So we are going to start with Gen AI. Okay. Then we are going to learn about it on the cloud. We are going to make sure that each and everything we are able to tell you, teach you all the different frameworks which are used. And as the very hot topic that is agentic AI, which is now taking over everything on the internet, how all the companies are talking about agentic AI, how you can create one, how different new frameworks like Phi data and everything which is coming, how we can use that. Those all things are also the part of this particular bootcamp. So you can see all the information in this comprehensive bootcamp. We are going to create agentic AI application with new frameworks like Langflow, PyData, Clue AI, Langgraph, and AutoGen. Then we are going to guide you through multiple end-to-end projects to build robust AI applications, right? Additionally, of course, Gen AI, which is a very important part, which is something which now I believe everyone should know. Those all things we are also going to cover, especially on the cloud, right? Because I personally believe that it is very important to learn on the production environment, right? Not making on your local, because now even the smallest of the startup, they are moving towards these cloud and they have lots of offerings, right? So the detailed syllabus is here. I can share this link with all of you as well. You can go through that, right? Then, if we talk about some other points, so dashboard access will be for 1 year. Now, again, if I be really honest, 1 year is more than enough. Okay, the way these things are changing, and normally as well, I believe that the lower this time is, the better is your probability of doing this. I think all of you would have more than batches, like more than classes or some course which you have to do, which will be with some excess, and you will never be able to do it, right? So with that, this is the feature. Then community chat forum. So of course, when you learn, I think community is very important. I'm taking another batch on big data where we are having those doubts answered. Everyone is able to get to know each other. They are able to face or discuss that, okay, what issues they are facing. So for that, we have a very simple interface in place. Then live doubt clearing after the session. So again, anytime we will be teaching you anything. This batch will be taught by multiple mentors based on their expertise. So Krish sir, me, Sunny, and Paul, we all will be taking this batch. Then, of course, in between, we will have hackathons with rewards, then job referrals if we are able to find any. Like, and today, I think many companies are looking for this resume discussion and mock interviews, right? So, all these things we will be discussing, right? And now, let me go through the all the syllabus basically. Before that, let me just see that 4.5 is too high, sir. Dinosaur, believe me, it is very reasonable price considering that how we will be teaching it for 4 5 months. Okay, and each and everything. Okay, I believe it's like 1,000 per month. It's coming out to be. Believe it's very cheap and very affordable if you ask me, right? So yeah, let me just see. Kegel issues, not really sure. Of on the price, if people are saying that, believe me, like I am being real honest here. Okay, you must, all of you must be spending more than 1,000 easily on things which are not adding anything to your future. Okay, like even honestly, if you ask me, this is way more affordable. Like any batch which you can find, and considering that quality which you are going to get, and once we go to the syllabus, you will understand that okay why this makes sense. So honestly, I don't think that price wise it should be a problem. Then I think all of you have lifetime validity. Prajwal, again, see, there's a problem with the lifetime validity, and I will be real honest here. Someone who has learned all these things myself and also have worked in the industry. Okay, it's not going to be that much helpful if you even get the lifetime. lifetime validity. If the way things are changing in today's AI world, it will be a lot better if you quickly learn these things, get into the job market and learn on the job, get on the professional experience. You can have these videos for the lifetime and you are never going to see that. I can assure you of that. Okay. I have enrolled for the batch starting 25th and I have completed the prerequisite. Okay. I have seen somewhere that we will have access to other 1K videos of you. Where are these? Prashant, what 1K videos you are expecting that can be tell? Validity, Chris sir is saying that it has been extended to 1.5 years. So I think that should make many people happy. Price wise, I am pretty sure. So I'm not going to go on that. Okay. Shadrak, it is not a subscription type. It is like we are just saying that it is one and one, like it is coming out to be 1,000 per year. Okay, so not like it is going to be like that, right? It's actually like you will have to purchase the full course, and for 4 5 months, whatever it is average coming out to be. It is not like it is a subscription base that pay for a month and take. No, it is not like that, and that will be even very bad. Okay. So yeah, for professionals, working professionals should be lifetime access like iNeuron. Again, Gandharav, as I'm being honest here, if it even if it is a lifetime access, you will not be able to do that. Okay, we are going to provide you all the recordings and everything, and I personally believe that it's better to learn quickly and move forward than to have the resources with you saved. And you can create your notes and everything, right? You who is stopping you to learn those things and keep those notes for life? Like even I have my notes and everything for things which I learned 10 years back. Cool. I think we have already increased this to 1.5 years. Okay, so if I can write it down here, everyone, 1.5 years. That I believe is more than enough, right? So that should be fine. Okay. Great, everyone. So let us go and see on that. Before I begin, I'm going to also show you today about the Vertex AI. Okay. So Vertex AI. If I go here, I have logged into this basically. So if I go on console, you will see my GCP account here. Just going to walk you through Vertex AI makes sense of many things, which we will see there, right? And for that, actually, you can see a video as well. So let me share the link of the video, which all of you can see. Actually, let me quickly share my channel. So just go to my channel. There you will see the video. It is the latest video where you can see how to create a trial account on GCP. Again, not required for today, but again, I believe it is very important to understand and know the same. Now let's come to the syllabus, everyone. Before, yeah, so it's I think on time. Let me quickly see the doubts again. Yoni, what you can do is you can reach out to this number which is on the bottom. Just reach out to this number on like via WhatsApp as well, and we will be able to help you with what all is there for the students who are outside India as well. Okay, it will be very straightforward. I don't think like it will be mostly direct only, right? Should be fine. This doubt I would like to take. Sir, I'm planning to register but don't have a GPU based laptop. Will I face any issues? Aditya, no. So, from the learning side, we will make sure that most of the things which is heavy, we are doing on some cloud based platform, which can easily, which like through which hardware is not an issue. Okay. So, cool. Let us begin then, everyone. This is the basic about the course. I am again sharing this particular link with all of you. So, you can go through the syllabus. Now, first, learning objectives very important. Build a solid understanding of NLP techniques and their application in AI systems. Implement optimized NLP models like class, text classification, sentiment, and name entity recognition (NER) using libraries like Spacey and Hugging Face. These are, I think, the very basics thing. Explore GenAI techniques, including transformers and language models. Again, these are the prerequisites in a way for getting into the generative AI. Develop agentic systems by learning multi-agent collaboration. This, I think, is the major highlight. We will see that how we can create these agentic systems. Okay, how we can make sure that we have multi-agents collaboration, how they can make decisions based on the framework which are available to us. Then master RAG, again, very very important. If we are making any AI system, it should have a good source which it can refer to, through which we are making sure that it has all the information as needed. State of the art framework like LangChain, LangFlow, getting used in the companies. I personally have also used the same thing in a proper startup, okay, a unicorn startup. We were using LangChain there. So all these things become very important if you are planning to now enter into the industry, right? Build and deploy conversational agents and chatbot using these Langgraphh Langflow. This deploy is again very important there. So we will make sure that along again with blinking, okay, we are making sure that each and everything is getting deployed via the internet, via the all the cloud things and everything. Understand and apply observability techniques for monitoring LLMs and agentic system, leveraging tools like Langfuse and Langwatch. So major tools we are going to cover here. Okay. This is the prerequisites, everyone. So Python, again, very important. We will be doing each and everything in Python, right? NLP and GenAI. Okay. So knowledge of Python, deep learning frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch, and GenAI models like Transformers, GAN, VAs, along with data manipulation skills using NumPy and Pandas. These, I think, are very much prerequisites. So anyone who is planning to start a career in GenAI, you must have done all these things in Python, then using Pandas for data manipulation, NLP, of course, NLTK, Spacey. I think these are all the things which were in the hype 5 years back. So if you have not done that, please make sure that you are taking your time and doing all these things before the course starts. Okay. So let me quickly see the doubts before we move forward. This is the estimated time and everything. Arpit, cloud services, we will start with the free trial. Okay. But again, if you have already done that, I would expect that you will be taking your, you will either be creating this account again and some cost might be incurred, but we will try to keep that minimum. Okay. So I hope you won't be talking too fast. Shadrock, I think people are able to understand, so that should be fine. Okay, there is no right speed. Will you teach how to create end-to-end application during learning? Should we have to pay for cloud? Vishnu, again, we will try. We will be teaching you that via the projects, and for the cloud, majority of us will try that. Again, if you see today as well, I'm using a free trial only. So I have a pay account as well, but we are trying that each and everything, all the projects, we are able to do on the free trial so that you don't have to incur any extra cost, right? Then cloud services, I have already told. Would we get all study materials, PDF and more? Yes, of course, AD. So you will be getting those things, all the notes which we will create. So normally I teach by creating the notes. Okay, so something like this, I will be getting handwritten notes, and along with that, all the PDFs and everything, you will be getting all the things, right? So 1 minute, let me just. Okay, I think this will work. Cool. Don't fall for trap, guys. Krishna, Udemy courses are the best resource. Abhishek, again, we are the people who create those resources and courses, right? So how is this a trap? I'm not sure what you mean by this. Like I have a course with Krish sir on DSA. We are bringing in more courses and everything. So again, the energy, the level of doubt resolve, the level of comfortability I personally have and students have in live class, the learning overall exposure, I think that is unmatched and of course never be on Udemy or any platform. So again, not a trap. We are the one who are creating it with Chris sir. So not really sure what you mean by that. Okay. Why are you not providing any certification? What is the notification that we have completed the course? Thamil, your knowledge is the biggest thing. I will ask once. I think certification, honestly, I never run behind any certification. You will not even see that on any of my LinkedIn or anywhere. The basic idea is that you will have knowledge. I will just discuss on the certification. We can create and provide you one so that you are sure that, okay, we have that. But yes, majorly, I think in the platform, we are keeping that. Yes, certification, more than certification, our aim is to make sure that you have the skills required. Okay. Cool. Again, everyone, see, one thing you all have to understand. Okay, like I'm not really sure what is the major expectation of the people here. In case some cloud service is not there, then of course you will have to pay a little bit for that, but we are making sure that that is not very much. We will be taking in the best practices. Now, if we are teaching you and if you want that you have the best production level exposure, you are actually using and learning things the way they are done in the company, then for sure, somewhere you might have to spend. If you have your trial over, it cannot be like that if you want to use cloud as well and you don't want to pay for it. Of course, as I said, we will be using the cloud trial and everything, but not, I'm not really understanding that why there is a reservation about this. Okay, we have already kept the price which is very competitive. We are making sure that everything is on the cloud. We are making sure that you get the best experience. So for that, like again, no one can provide you Google, Amazon, or Microsoft Cloud for free, right? I hope you understand that. As I said, please have the free trial, and we will try that each and everything happens during that only. Okay. So yeah, these are all the instructors. So Mayank Aggarwal, Krish Naik, Sunny Savitha, Sourangshu Paul. You can see the LinkedIn as well. Okay, so I will share my LinkedIn. So for people who are interested to go that, 1 minute. And just give you a basic idea. So I have previously worked at Goldman Sachs. I am a graduate of NSIT Delhi. I have worked at companies like Goldman Sachs, Oyo Rooms, Mindtickle. Okay, I have research experience in your machine learning, deep learning, and a very good software and machine learning experience. Okay, so you can just see my LinkedIn for all of these things. Now, well, I think the doubts are there, and let me quickly see. I would rather pay for recorded and focused videos than live batches. Should be fine. Again, Coding Chronicle, that is your things. Okay. One thing more, everyone. So you will be getting the recorded videos. So for all the classes which we are going to take, you are going to get the recorded videos in the dashboard. The 1.5 years of dashboard access that will have each and everything. The resources which we are using while teaching, all the recorded content, that will be again accessible for 1.5 years. Okay. Cool. Let me quickly now go through the syllabus. The very first thing, introduction to agentic AI. Explore the fundamentals of agentic AI. That okay, exactly what it is. What exactly is an agent? Why is it on? I would say all the hype today. Right. You can see the topics here. Agentic AI and all its frameworks. Then next, phi data. Very important. Very great framework, I would say, for using the same. You can just check it out as well. So if you go on Google, phi data. Again, we have make sure. My bad. Agent AI. Okay. So we have made sure that we are using the frameworks which are used a lot in the industries. So we have also talked to many people in the industry that okay, what are the things which are they are getting used, or which are getting all the hype, or they are getting, I would say, something which are getting in a way taken in the industry, right? Which industry is adopting. So here you can see this phi data, right? Let me go forward. Then LangChain, of course. LangChain, I think many of you will be knowing LangChain framework that simplifies the creation of your AI applications. Okay, so that you can connect to multiple AI operation based on your need. You don't have to write or basically make your code a lot complex. Then LCEL, LangChain Expression Language. Then, so I'm just going through the headings. You can, of course, download it and go through that. Langsurf for efficient AI deployment. Then Langgraph. Okay, so then you have the UX and human in the loop with Langgraph. After that, we can go forward Agentic RAG. Okay, because I'm just going through that so that we can start with the project which we have for today. Okay, instead of just spending time on this. If you have any doubts specifically, just let me know and I will ask that once I go through it. Then designing multi-agent system with Langgraph. Again, very, very important topic. Okay, how multi-agents will interact with each other, how they will be doing the work, how you can make sure that they are able to give you the output which makes sense. Q AI platform, again, very, very important. It's a solution for creating and managing your AI teams or agent. Okay. Then Langflow overview and setup. So again, we will be helping to make sure that each and everything you're able to set up starting from the scratch, and making sure that you are able to make all those projects which we are doing. Okay. So all we need from you is your proper dedication and making sure that you are able to learn everything from us, right? Then Langflow overview and setup. So let us move forward. Integration with third-party tools. So data integration, API integration, and workflow automation. So once you have made your agents, of course, it makes sense that they will be interacting with multiple third-party tools. So how you can do that? How you can make sure that they are able to interact with the data sources in the DBs in the company? How they can interact with the REST APIs? How they can connect with the systems which are outside? So this again is somewhere of a software development work, but yes, we will be making sure that we are able to teach you all this in a way. It is directly, you are directly industry ready. You can go and learn about these things and then implement them whenever you join any job. Okay. So Langfuse again for LLM observability. Let us move forward. Matrix and monitoring Langwatch. Again, very important. So once you have created all these things, what exactly is going to happen after that, right? So how will you be monitoring each and everything. So all these things we are going to do. Then Langsmith, okay, enhancing your testing AI models. So all these things. Then Autogen, so automated system for generating AI modules. You can see all these topics here. Then I think this is repeated. Yeah. So this is the fourth one: deployment and monitoring in Autogen. Then end-to-end agentic AI projects. So project-based learning, we will update the projects. So we are right now discussing with the industry experts, and also we are trying to create very awesome projects which are state of the art and able to help you in making sure that when you add those projects to your CV, you are able to properly explain their use cases. Okay, so we are not taking just the project so you quickly apply and you are all happy that okay, I learned and I applied it. No, we are trying to build projects on the cloud with proper understanding so that they enhance your CVs overall. Okay. Then AWS Cloud and Services for GenAI. So we will be covering each and everything. As you can see, introduction to AWS Cloud, Compute and Container Resource Services. Bedrock. Okay. So foundation models, how you can make your models there. Then we have the SageMaker. So SageMaker again is a very good technology. It can be used for your machine learning to your AI use cases now. You can learn about these technologies. You can see what all topics are there. AWS Lambda for your serverless computing, of course. Okay, very important technique in the world of software development. Very important to know as well, right? Okay, a little tired. Just let me take a second of break. Cool. AWS API gateway. Okay, so again, how you will be then finally creating those RESTful APIs, the WebSockets APIs, efficient deployment of API, all these things we will be doing. Text summarization with AWS services, AWS Lambda, Bedrock, and API gateway. Okay. Fine tuning foundation models on custom data. So yes, there are many foundation models which we can use, but the problem which happens, which have been there since the ML days, is how to fine tune the same for your own use case, right? So of course, for that only we have the fine tuning of these models. Earlier we used to do that for ML models or deep learning models. Now again, GenAI models will need the same thing. Then we will be doing a project in AWS. Then your GCP basics and introduction to Vertex AI. So little bit I'm going to cover today as well. Okay, just 10-15 minutes so you get an idea. Gemini models with Vertex AI and Google AI Studio. Then we will be doing some projects on GCP as well. Okay. So yeah, I think this is all the things which this is a lot comprehensive. Again, as I said, we sat down for weeks and make sure that we are covering each and everything here, right? So this is all the code structure, everyone. Then I'm adding it. Great. So till now, pretty sure that you must have gotten an idea. If I went a little fast, then again, this is just something which you can access. And I just wanted to make sure I give you an idea that what all is there. If I went down into each and everything in depth, it will be a session of 4 hours onwards, right? And we want to build thing here as we have came. Cool. So yes, of course, ultimately we will be deploying in real time for sure. Yeah. Cool. Okay. To all, it is very tough to find job in data science domain as a fresher. Any tips for that? Laksh, let me know if everyone else is able to answer. Then I will share my views. Okay. Cool. So yeah, everyone, let us now begin. I'm going to just show you a little bit about Vertex AI. This is the Google Cloud overall platform. You can see I'm on trial as well. I'm just trying out few things. Some of the credits I'm able to use. We get 300 USD credits. Okay. For people who don't have any idea about GCP, I have created a video on my channel. So feel free to go there. It is the latest video which is uploaded, which tells you how to create an account. For Indian folks, it is very awesome. You can just create the same using a UPI, right? So again, we have 3-4 UPIs account, or at least 2 UPIs account we have. So I think you are covered for 6 months, right? Then this is all the things. So it will be used for a lot of. It can, of course, it's a cloud service. It can be used for many things. I am also teaching another course on big data where we are using the same and we are creating the server on the Dataproc cluster. But for today, we are going to use Vertex AI. Okay. So let Vertex AI load. And this is the overall homepage of Vertex AI. Now, I actually took a stock at Google Mumbai office where I showed that how we can create a generative AI application using Vertex AI, and how we can have a RAG in that as well. Now, Vertex AI basically gives you a very good, I would say, platform on which you can test out multiple things. Okay. So Arjun, UPI, I meant that you can create a Google GCP account. Again, if you are just waiting for this cost, wait as of now, don't create it. You can see in the video, I have shown that how using UPI only, no credit card, no debit card, you can do the same, and you are going to get 300 credits. Okay, cool. So yeah, you see this everyone. We have the modalities. We have different models here. So for language, again, a lot of them: vision, tabular, document, speech, video, multimodal, audio. So it gives you a platform through which you can test out the things, work them out. So let's say if I just see all these models, and you're going to see many models here, right? So Anthropic, Meta, Hugging Face, okay, Mistral AI, Gemini, of course, you will see everywhere because it's at the end of the day your this only Google only. No, let me make it dark mode. I think it works. I hope dark mode is better, everyone. Cool. So in this, again, we can create different pipelines as well. I'm just giving you a basic idea here. Okay. Again, I don't believe that you can learn all these things in a 30-minute session. So I'm just giving you that, okay, how, what all we will be covering, what all we will be using, so that you have an idea that, okay, yeah, this is what you can expect from the course. Then my favorite thing, somehow I love Jupyter notebooks. So you can create your different Jupyter notebook here in this only. Okay, so in the cloud only. This is just my workbench. Okay, sorry, I clicked on workbench. Collab on the price. Let it load. Meanwhile, let the doubts coming. So you can create the notebook. Again, this will give you each and everything. We have different runtimes, template, executions, import notebook from cloud storage, from URLs. You can create all, each and everything which you want in the notebooks only. Let us create one. Okay, so many people will be familiar, hopefully, with this. It's a normal Python notebook, Jupyter notebook, right? Cool. So yeah, I think this is your then Vertex Studio over. 1 minute, let me go here. Leave, yeah. So just some unsafe work which I'm taking and leaving. So here you can also open freeform. So just like any day you create your Google account, please go and try it out. Okay, I will be changing this to white. It's not very easy to read. Cool. Okay, I think something has messed up. My bad. Let me refresh. Cool, everyone. So now it's all white. So you can see how we can have multiple models here. So let's say if you have come up with some use case where you want to use GenAI, how you can make sure that you can test out multiple models, the third party models like Claude, Meta, Llama, right? Then your Palm, all these things. See how easy is it in the playground. You can like have the temperature control, then output token limit, all these things, how the output format you can control. Okay, so you can have different format here as well in the JSON. This gives you a very good overall exposure that how generative AI in the backend is working, so that you can first test out all the things and then you are integrating that into your use cases, right? Then again, these are specific models for chat. These will be for vision. Right here, you can submit a text prompt to generate an image. So, an awesome Gen AI and Agentic AI course image. Let us see this. So, see, it will take a time, I guess, but I hope you are able to get the idea that what Vertex AI is enabling to you to do as a platform. A very good graphical user interface on which you can try out multiple things, right? So, see, it has generated an image. Hopefully, I can use this image as a thumbnail or something, right? A smart engineer teaching Gen AI awesomely, if awesomely is a word, and agentic AI. Let's see, let's play with it. And one thing which I would like all of you to show, in many places there are many times some restrictions on Google because it's a free test. So yes, we will try that you don't have to buy that. Okay, that all should be fine. But yes, that is something which you should always remember. We are free trial, so we will be limited in few things, right? Okay, I think it is not able to your current. Okay, should be fine. Like I have to just change some things. That should be fine. Then yes, translation. You can just translate it. Okay. So again, different models. You can check that. Okay, how they are performing. Speech, prompt tuning, then build with Gen AI extensions. Okay, data model development and deployment as well. So this again, it is not just a playground where you test out things. You can deploy and train your model as well. I personally have used Vertex AI for generative AI use cases and also for machine learning models as well, right? In the industry only. So I hope all of you are able to make a little bit sense that what exactly happened here. Again, I don't want to bombard you with a lot of knowledge. We already have a project for that, but I wanted to show you that yes, because for many people this might be the something which they are seeing for the first time as well, right? So completely different. Chat GPT is not just the AI, Chat GPT or Claude. We have different model gardens and everything where we can test out things as well. Okay. So cool, everyone. I think that was a little bit from my side. Now I think we can start with your project as well. Again, I will meanwhile try to add your doubts in the chat. Okay, you have my LinkedIn and YouTube, so do follow me there. Also, I will be like now. I think Sunny has also joined, so we will have Sunny sir as well here. So for account creation on Google, I'm sharing the channel again. You can just go there. The latest video is it. Uh, One thing more, if you have any doubts, anything related to the course or anything, please, the number is on the screen. It must be like going like that in front of you. You can either reach out to that number where the counseling team will understand your requirement and help you with that, or else, of course, check out the course here. So this has each and everything. Dashboard access has also been increased to 1.5 years. For student who need it for lifetime, just let me know your real usage and reach out to me. But I'm really being honest here. 1.5 years is more than what you will need it. Okay. And for the price side as well, I think it is very reasonable. So yeah, should be good. Cool. I think Sunny, you are here. Can we? Hello, Sunny. Okay, 1 minute. Let me see. Meanwhile, ask your doubts, everyone. I hope you were able to make sense of what all I covered. As a first year student, क्या करना चाहिए? Data science, GenAI, DSA, data engineering, data analyst. Please suggest any two, please, sir. Any ultimate. See, as a first year student, just first start with coding. Okay, then get into this data science and machine learning. Okay, first have your basics clear. It will take you 6 months. Don't do DSA as of now. Then start generative AI. Okay, and with parallelly start with DSA. Okay, I have a course on DSA as well on Udemy. You can check that out. It's in Python only. So I think that is more than enough. Don't data engineering, please don't pick up as a first year student. No one will be taking you as a first year student and ask you that, hey, please make the pipelines for us. You will not be getting that. On Azure, it's missing. Sanjay, yes. So we have, I think, covered two clouds. Again, वो like there's a line in ये जवानी है दीवानी, right? कितना भी कोशिश कर लो, कुछ ना कुछ रह जाएगा. But yeah, I will try that. We can give you some recorded things on Azure. But as of now, we are focusing on AWS and GCP, which is used a lot in the industry. Okay. If I have to give an idea, you should be aware that if you learn one cloud very nicely, it handles all the other requirements, right? That is what the way you should learn. Okay. Sunny, we are not able to hear you. If
Yeah, now can you hear me, man?
yes, Sunny, you're audible now. Hi.
Okay, so guys, just give me a second.
And prerequisite, I think you are asking active. So it is there in here. See, this is the prerequisite. Okay. See here. No. Okay, sorry, my screen is not getting shared. So these are the prerequisite. You can download this whole document and go through each and everything. And Sanjay, on your Azure part, I will try if we can add a recorded project or something. But I think for the time being, let us focus majorly on these things, and then we will move forward to Azure as well. Maybe towards the end, we can take a extra class. Not committing it as of now. We will see. First, explore if it is actually worth it, and then we will do that. Is DSA necessary for Gen AI and data science? Aman, DSA is majorly necessary for cracking companies, and DSA makes you a good coder. That is what I feel. But if I totally be honest, For data science, it will be helpful. For Gen AI, just using the frameworks, not really. If you are a good coder, you should be fine. How is this course different by Gen AI course taught by Sunny? Sunny is not teaching agentic AI and things there, plus not a lot of things on cloud. I think Sunny only can answer that. So Sunny, yes, if you can answer this to cloud.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, good evening, guys. Good evening to everyone. Now, let's start with one more project. I think Mayank has already taught you one project, and there are a couple of questions. So, definitely, I will try to answer. I just got free with my work, so I thought like now I should make a session. I should teach something to all of you, and let's try to create a project. Okay. Yeah, Mayank. So, I'm going to take care of it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, Sunny. So yeah,
So how
cool
this
everyone.
course
I
is
will
going
be there.
Jenny, that course actually is going to be cover some basic stuff, and this one agent AI basically it will cover up the basically this agent AI related stuff and all. Okay, so now without wasting a time, let's build a project. I think in the previous session we have built something. If you have seen my previous session, I think which I took on Friday, last Friday. In this video, what we are going to do in this particular live session, we are going to build something new. Okay, we'll try to create an agentic based track. We'll give you some idea that how you can do that, how you can build it. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen, and please to confirm if you can see. Then you can confirm inside the chat. Okay, so is it visible to all of you guys? Tell me. Please do confirm in the chat if you can see my screen. Yes or no? How many of you attended my previous session, which I took on this channel only? Please do confirm in the chat if you have attended my previous session. There I have given you the introduction of the agents, and you can see the complete PDF and the IP binary and all everything. And I think I shared all this stuff, all this material. Uh, like in the GitHub. Okay, so you can download this material from the GitHub of the previous session. Please check out with the channel. You will get that session, the first live session. Okay. Now it's time to learn something new. So as I told you, we are going to build something. We are going to build an agentic RAG. Okay, and we'll see how it's gonna work. So, guys, have you attended that session? Tell me yes or no. Please give me a quick confirmation in the chat so that I can proceed. If it will be required, Amit, the instructor will let you know. Okay, don't worry. Please do let me know, guys. Please mention inside the chat if you have seen my previous session. Then it would be great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new file inside the same folder. Okay. So others saying no, Sanjay saying no, Gandalf saying no. Okay. So if you haven't seen that session, please go and check that session first, and then you will be able to understand in a better manner, right? So what I'm doing here, I'm going to create a new file, new IP file, and my file name is going to be agentic RAG. Okay. Now, how many of you know about the RAG, and how many of you know about the agents? Tell me. And this entire setup and all, I think I explained you in my previous session that how you can do this entire code setup inside the VS Code itself. Okay. Now it's time to like implement something new, because I already discussed the basics like how this Langgraphh is working. Because this implementation we are going to do using the Langgraphh itself, and I have given you the introduction of the Langgraphh in my previous video only. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's try to, is a complete course on YouTube. It's a part of the paid course. No, it's a like just free stuff. Okay, just a free demonstration of the projects and all, how the thing is going to be work. Okay, so so that you will get some sort of a familiarity, right? Because over the YouTube, there are lots of video you will find out related to the Gen AI and all, but very few people are uploading a video with respect to the code, with respect to the like the end-to-end project, end-to-end flow, right? Or the complete end-to-end code. So my motto just to give you this complete like some specific material over the YouTube itself, so that at least you can get a familiarity, right? So familiar with the agents, familiar of the stuff, how it is working, the RAG and all, right? So this is the like idea which I have in my mind. So let's do one thing. Let's try to create something. Okay, the project name is going to be Agentic RAG. I think you all know about the RAG, and I think you all know about the agents if you have attended my previous session. So let's do one thing. Let's try to import some libraries over here. Okay, and this is going to be a full-fledged solution. It's not like it is I am going to be create a like a basic and the simple solution. Okay, like this Chris channel, sorry, Chris sir actually used to create over the channel itself in a same way, in a same manner. Actually, I'm going to do it over here. So guys, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to import couple of statement, and don't worry, I will be like okay, don't worry, what I will be doing, I will be like explaining you about this each and every import statement, right? So this is what is my import statement, which I have imported over here. Now what I can do, I can run it and I can check whether it is working or not. So yes, it is working fine because I already created this environment, this virtual environment, and I installed this requirement.txt. Let's say if this is your first class, in that case, what you will do, so you will go inside the live section, okay, of this channel, and just check out with the first session of it, right? This is the first session. I already discussed about this requirement.txt, Langgraphh, and I already discussed about the setup and all, everything. Now what we are going to do here, so here guys, we are going to import some library, and then after importing this library, we require two things. So the first is embedding model and the second is LLM. Okay, so here I'm going to be load the open source embedding model, and then I'm going to load the model from the grok itself. So how to load a model from the Hugging Face, how to load the model from the grok. Okay, so this thing I think I already discussed in my previous session. See, grok wise I already shown you. Hugging Face, that particular key I haven't added over here, so don't worry, I will be adding that key so that we can load the model. Okay, so here what I'm writing, I'm going to be write from LangChain. Okay, from LangChain, and from LangChain, a Hugging Face. Okay, from LangChain, Hugging Face, I'm going to be import. What I'm going to be import, guys, I'm going to be import Hugging Face embedding. So this is my class name, the specific class name. Or let me write it down over here and let me see whether I'm able to import it or not. If it will give me an error, definitely I'll be installing the particular package. So here you can see it is telling to me LangChain Hugging Face is not there. So what you have to do, you have to be mentioned inside this requirement.txt, this is specific requirement. And as of now, you can install it inside your current virtual environment. Okay. So here I'm going to open my Git bash, and then I'm going to activate my environment. So my environment name is what? My environment name is VENV. Okay. Here left hand side, you can see. Now, here what I'm doing, I'm going to be write this VENV, which is available inside the current directory. Dot is representing to the current directory. So my command is going to be source activate and dot VENV. So see guys, this is my environment, and now inside this particular environment, I'm going to be install my library that is going to be LangChain Hugging Face. Okay. So I install this library, and then I'll be able to load it, and then I'm going to be load my model. So which model I'm going to be load, guys? So here you can see this is the model name. Model name is what? All Mini LM L6 V2. Okay, so this is the open source model. It's a part of the research. Okay, I will show you the repository of this specific model. Okay, you will find out a different variant. So here I'm going to be load this mid-level variant. Okay, and I'm going to be load inside this embedding variable. So I think it is done. It is able to install this LangChain Hugging Face. Now, after loading it, sorry, after installing it, I will be able to import it. Okay, so let's wait for a minute, and then what I can do, I can import it over here, because previously it was giving me error, and after installing it inside the current virtual environment, simply I can import it. So tell me guys, are you following to me? Have you seen this tutorial, means the Langgraph tutorial previously? If not, don't worry, I'll provide you this each and every line of code so that you can run inside your system as well. Okay, I'll be updating this particular code after loading the model and all. and you can take it directly from the GitHub and you can write inside your file as well. Just give me a minute, let me run it, and then I will give it to you. How to get OpenAI API key? Can you just show how to get it? I'm not going to use OpenAI API. I'm going to use the Grok API. Grok API is free. Okay, if you will search over the Google Grok API, you will get that. Understood, Jube? Yeah, I will be sharing the code. Shadrick. Okay, so just allow me a minute. I will be sharing the codes. Okay, sorry, code. So have one down and plan to build solution on the semantic kernel. Okay. Is there any large language model which is in the enterprise level and is lightweight? There are so many models, Balaji. Okay, we can discuss about it. First of all, let me load this model. Let me check whether everything is working fine or not. So this is the embedding model. Now let me take one more model over here. So this is going to be my main LLM model, which I'm going to use inside this application. So from the LangChain grok, okay, I'm going to be import this chat grok, okay. Now this is my chat grok. See, it is saying LangChain is not there. I think spelling is not correct. So let me write a correct spelling. So I hope so, guys. This is working fine. Now let me run this as well. And yes, we are able to import this. And here I'm going to load the embedding model. After loading the embedding model, I can load my uh, LLM also. So I'm going to create an object of this chat grok, and here I'm passing the model. So we have several models inside the Grok API. I think in the previous session itself, I shown you. If you're not familiar with the Grok, you can check out with my previous session. And this thing I'm going to be keep inside the LLM, inside this particular variable. And then if I want to check it that whether it is working fine or not, so simply I can call this invoke method on top of this LLM. Okay, and here I can write any sort of a message just to check it out whether it is working fine or not. So here I'm writing hello, hi, hello, how are you? How are you? So this is my simple message just to check whether my model is working fine or not. So yes, it is working fine and it is giving me answer. Okay. So guys, what we did, we just loaded couple of libraries, and then we loaded the embedding model. And here, what I did, I loaded this LLM. So till here, everything is working. Till here, everything is fine or not? Please do confirm in the chat. And meanwhile, I can give you this code. So just a second. What I'm doing here, I'm going to add it. Git add dot. Then let me commit it. Git commit commit-m code updated. Okay, and then I can push it to the GitHub. So git push origin main. Now what I'm doing, guys, I'm giving you the GitHub link. So just give me a second. I'm going to paste it inside the chat only, so that you can take this particular code, you can take this project, and you can run inside your system as well. Here is a repository. Okay, I got a repository and I got updated code as well. And now I'm giving you inside the chat. So please do confirm if you got it then. Please do let me know inside the chat if you got it then. I will proceed further. Okay. And by the time I'm going to update all the code and all commits and all everything inside this repository. Okay. So just keep it with you and you will get every code over here itself. So tell me, guys, did you get it or not? Yes. If you're gonna confirm to me inside the chat, then only I will proceed further. Okay. Please do confirm in the chat if you got it then. I think 103 people are watching to me currently, and I think only three people have confirmed to me. So guys, please do let me know. Then only I will proceed. Great. So we got a LLM, we got an embedding. Now we have to build some architecture. And let me do one thing. Let me show you the complete architecture that we are going to build over here. Okay. So just a second. This is the architecture. Let me take a snapshot of it. Wait, guys. So I'm going to take a snapshot and let me paste it over the blackboard itself. So here is my blackboard, and I think so it is visible to all of you. Please do confirm if it is visible. Received. Okay, great. And this is also visible. So see what we are going to do here. So we are going to build an agentic RAG. Okay, and everyone knows about the RAG. RAG is pretty simple thing, right? Now, what is a RAG? RAG is nothing. It's a retrieval augment generation. How does it work? Tell me, guys, how this RAG is work. So inside the RAG, actually, we have some data. Okay. So inside the RAG pipeline, actually, we always take some data. So let's say this is my data. Now, after taking this data, what we do, we always convert into the chunks. Okay, chunks. Then what we do, we convert this data into the embeddings. So here I can write the embedding. Okay, then we store this particular embedding inside the vector database. Okay, so let's say we have a vector database and we are going to store all sort of embedding inside the vector database. So we keep the embedding. Then let's say any user is coming and this user is asking any question, okay, to my LLM. So it don't go directly to the LLM. First is go to this vector database. Okay, and here we perform the similarity search. Okay, similarity search. Based on this similarity search, actually we take some relevant data, relevant document. Okay, and this relevant document actually we pass to where? We pass to the LLM. Okay, so let's say this is my LLM. So here what we do, we pass the query, our initial query, this user query. Okay, then we pass what? We pass the this relevant doc. Okay, relevant doc and any sort of a prompt, right? So whatever prompt actually you want to be include over here, you include that. Now we pass this entire thing to the LLM, and then based on that we are going to generate a response. So this is what, this is my classical RAG pipeline. Okay, if someone is going to ask you what is a classical RAG pipeline, so this is my classical RAG pipeline. Now what we do here, see, inside the agentic RAG, actually we are going to use the capability of the LLM. Okay, we are going to use the capability of the LLM, and we are going to decide some sort of a flow. Okay, we are going to decide some sort of a flow. Now again I'm saying here, see, we are going to implement the same thing here as well. Okay, we are going to implement the same thing here as well, but we have some interpretation of the output. Okay, and based on that, basically we are going to decide the flow, right? And in the previous session itself, I explained you what is a LLM. So LLM are nothing, it's a powerful AI assistant, right? So if we are saying what is the agents, okay, what is the agents? Agents are nothing, it's a powerful AI assistant. Okay, powerful LLM. Why it is going to be a powerful? Because here we are going to do some sort of a reasoning based on the instruction. Okay, so based on the given instruction, our LLM is able to think and then it become powerful. Okay, it is able to make some decision on a co-pilot mode. Okay, it's going to be a it's going to be a co-pilot LLM. Okay, it's going to be an autonomous system. Now here, if you will see, so what we are going to implement inside this architecture. So first we are going to be pass the input. Okay, so once I will pass the input, after passing the input, guys, here see, we'll pass it to the AI assistant. Okay, this AI assistant is nothing, it's my LLM model. LLM model. This LLM model along with what? Along with the tool. Okay. Now here, what I will do. So I will be passing this question to the AI assistant, and then this AI assistant is going to be make a decision. Okay. So inside this AI assistant, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use one tool. Okay. Tool. This tool actually it's not going to. This tool actually it's nothing. It's a retrieval tool. Okay. I'm going to use my retrieval as a tool. Getting my point? So LLM model along with what? Along with a tool, and this tool actually it's nothing. It's my retrieval tool. So first I'm going to be create my retriever, and that I'm going to be appended as a appended to the LLM. And based on the given input, based on the given message, this LLM is going to make a decision where I have to go. Okay, whether I have to generate a final output means with a simple message, or if any message is coming to with respect to that RAG query. Okay, I need to go through with that. So here, let's say I appended this tool to this LLM and I'm passing any sort of a question. Now LLM will take a decision. Okay, so this is a RAG specific question. So what it will do, it will go to this retriever. It will try to find out the relevant document. Okay, over here, and then what it is going to be do, if this document actually it's a relevant document. Okay, relevant document, in that case it's going to be generated. okay, and then it will end the process. But let's say this query, okay, and the generated document is not a relevant one, not a relevant document. In that case, what it will do, it will rewrite the query, means it will analyze the given query, okay, it is regarding what, and then it will give it to the AI assistant, and AI assistant will generate a final output, okay, final output. So this is going to be a complete flow. I hope so guys, this is clear to all of you. Tell me, are you able to understand it or not, this particular flow? Once we build it, maybe you will get a clear cut idea. Okay, so let's try to focus more on the building side, and let's try to go ahead with this particular architecture. So if you will look into this architecture, I think most of the thing is clear, but again, what I will do, I'll be like implementing step by step. So let's take a reference of this architecture, and let's try to create some functions over here. So my first function is going to be AI assistant. Okay. So here, let me create one function. My function is going to be what? My function is going to be AI assistant. AI assist 10. Okay. Now this AI assistant actually it will take an input and will pass the input in the form of what? In the form of state. Okay. So here is going to be my state, and I will give the name. I will give the type of this state. What type of state actually I'm going to be passed. Okay. Each and everything I will try to explain you. Then we have one more function over here. So node actually it's nothing. Node actually it's trying to represent this node actually it's trying to represent to the function. Okay, so retriever, rewriter, generator, these all are nothing, these all are my function. This is my node, and ages actually it's trying to represent a relation. Okay, so here I'm going to create one more function. This function is going to be a retriever, right? So to this retriever also I'll be passing to the input, and I will be passing the input in the form of state. Okay, then I have one more function. So if you will look into the function, that the function is going to be a rewriter. So here what I'll be doing, I'll be writing rewriter over here, rewriter. Okay, so rewriter, and again I'll be passing the input in the form of state only. Understood? And here we have let's say one more node. So the node is what? The node is generate. So let me write one more function over here. The function name is what? Generate. Okay, RATE. And here I'll be passing the state. State is here, and then let me write the pass. So I hope so, guys. This all the function is clear to all of you. We have 4 functions, and now let's try to see whether we have another function or not. No, we don't have any another function. Now this function are nothing. This function actually, this function itself is called the nodes. Okay. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to define this function as a node. Okay. Then only we can make a connectivity in between. So for defining this function as a node, first of all, we'll have to be create our workflow. Okay. So let me create my workflow. And if you don't know about this workflow and all, you can look into my previous session. There I already explained you from starting. So here I'm going to be use my state graph, this particular class. Okay. And here I'll be passing this agent state. What is this agent state? Why we are going to use it? Everything I will try to explain you. So I'll be having my agent state. So let me do one thing. Let me create one class, and the class name is going to be a agent state. Okay. I'm just going to be create a skeleton, complete skeleton, and then I'll be putting the code over there. So my class name is going to be what? My class name is going to be agent state. And as of now, I'm just keeping pass over here. Okay, so this is just for the skeleton, the complete skeleton which I'm trying to build over here. Okay, then after creating a workflow, right? What I'll be doing, I'll be adding this function as a node. Okay, because I'm going to implement the same architecture which I shown you over here. This one. So my first node is going to be an AI assistant. So here I'm going to write the function name add node, and here I'm going to write, okay, my function name. This is my function name. So add a node actually it's the method inside this workflow class, and here I'm passing my function. Now I can give any customized name to this function. Okay, so what I can do in the double code, actually I can give any sort of a name. So here I'm writing, this is nothing, this is my AI assistant. Okay, assistant. Understood, guys? Now I will be adding the other node as well. So let me do one thing. Let me add the other node over here. Okay, so this is going to be my node. Here you can see we have retriever, we have rewriter, okay, and we have a generator, generate. So let me do one thing. Let me write the name over here. This is going to be my retrieve function, and this is going to be my rewrite function, which is going to be rewrite the entire query. Okay, and here is what, here is my generator and all. So each and everything, guys, I'll be explaining you. First of all, let me create a skeleton. Then after creating a nodes. Okay, what I will be having, I'll be having the edges, right? Means what? Edges means a connectivity. So here inside the workflow, I'm going to add the edges. So workflow dot add edges. Okay, so this is going to be a like method which I'm going to use for what? For adding the edges. Okay, now we have one more concept. The concept name is what? The concept name is the conditional edges. Okay, so I'll be talking about that conditional edges also. That what is the meaning of this conditional edges, right? So we have this edges, we have this conditional edges, right? And this is the pretty much important. Now after adding the edges and the conditional edges, now what I have to do here, I have to compile this workflow. So once I will compile this workflow, okay, so it will become my application. So I'm going to be assigned this compile. After the compile, inside one variable, my variable name is what? Application. Okay, now I can visualize it and I can invoke it. So whenever I'm going to be invoke it, based on this particular, based on the question, okay, based on the invoke, but based on the particular question, basically I'll be getting my answer. So this is going to be a complete flow, guys. Flow of what? Flow for creating a agentic RAG, right? But you must be like you must be having some confusion, sir. How it is a RAG? Okay, because here you just have added this method, this like nodes. You have just have added this edges, right? You're just going to be compile it and then you are going to be invoke. But RAG means is something different. RAG means what? RAG means you have a data, you have a chunk embedding. You are going to be store the data, and then based on the similarity search you are going to be fetch the input. Sorry, you are going to be fetch the relevant queries, okay, relevant data, relevant document. So guys, let me do one thing. First of all, let me give you this complete skeleton, and then what I will be doing. So after giving you this complete skeleton, I'll be writing the code in front of you only, the further code. Okay, and then we'll try to understand how this is representing to the RAG. All right. So here I'm going to commit the code inside the same GitHub repository. If you don't have it, please try to take it from the chat itself. So here I'm going to write my commit, git commit hyphen and code skeleton added. So code skeleton added. Now what I'm doing, I'm just going to push the changes, git push origin main, and I post the changes to my GitHub, guys. You can check it out with my GitHub. Inside, I already given you inside where? Inside the live live chat itself. Again, I'm going to paste it so that you can get it. Okay. So here is a link, guys. I'm going to paste it inside the chat so that you can take the updated code. If you're not getting as of now, wait. In some time, actually, entire flow will be clarified. Okay. Can also come to me. Great. Showing the data embed save in a vector database. Yes, it is correct. So tell me, guys, still here everything is perfect. Did you get a code or not? If you got it, then you can let me know inside the chat. Yes. Please do confirm. You can mention inside the chat, guys, if you got this code. I given you the link. I given you the GitHub link. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking into the messages. If you have any doubt, any query, you can ask to me there itself. Okay, mention about your doubt and query. I'll be getting that. Here is a questions. Okay, got it. Perfect. Great. Got it. Okay, perfect. So can I proceed with the further code? Tell me, guys, yes or no. Can we proceed or not? If you give me the permission, I'll be writing the further code and then we will try to understand the agentic flow over here. What is the additional edges? It's not an additional edges, it's a conditional edges. Okay. How it's gonna work? I'll be explaining you that part. Just a wait. Edges should be same as node 1. No. Edges actually it could be between the nodes. Okay. between the different nodes. Actually we can make a connectivity, and that connectivity itself is called the edges. Got it? Great. So this is a RAG. So first of all, guys, what we required some data so that we can take a reference, okay, of that data. As I explained you, what is a RAG? Here, if you will look into this, if you will look into this architecture, so see, data chunks, embedding, and whenever user is asking any question, it is coming to the database, and then based on that, we are going to find out a relevant document. Okay. So guys, what we required for building a RAG, we required this data. Okay. So first of all, let me take a data, and here I'm going to take a data from where? From the internet itself. Okay. So I have a couple of links, and I'm going to fetch that particular data from the internet. So guys, these are the URL which I kept with me. Okay, and if you will look into this URL, so this URL actually, just a second, let me show you this URL. I'm going to paste it over the browser itself. Okay, so you will get the idea. This URL is nothing, it is having some blog. So this URL having a blog with respect to the agent only. So see, this is the like URL. Okay, if I'm going to paste the new URL over here, the second URL. So let me paste the second URL also, and that also is related to the prompt engineering. Okay, so here I'm going to paste it, and see guys, this is the complete data, complete detail. So this detail I'm going to use for what? For creating my RAG system. Okay, so the one is belonging to the prompt engineering, the second is belonging to the agent, right? And here you'll find out the each and every information with respect to agent. This is a block, simple block. I can take any sort of a data, but I choosing the data, I'm taking a data from this particular web page. Now, after showing the data, okay, what I have to do, I have to load the data. Okay, how I can load the data from the web, from the web URL? So this is very easy. Using the langchain, actually I can simply perform it. So inside the langchain, actually we have one class. The class name is called web loader. Okay, so let me take this class web based loader, and here let me pass this URL. Okay, this URL actually one by one I will be passing, so I can simply use the list comprehension over here. So here what I can do, I can use the list comprehension, and I'm going to iterate on top of this URL, and I'll be getting my data like this. I hope so guys, this is clear to all of you. This one, this list comprehension. Now this thing, what I can do, I can keep it inside one variable. My variable name is going to be docs. Okay, now here is equal to, and now let me execute it. I'll be getting my docs. Okay, so it is saying BS4 is not there. It is saying no module name BS4. So what I will have to do, guys, I will have to install this BS4 first of all inside the current virtual environment. If you are getting any such error that this module is not available, that module is not available, so simply you need to install it with a pip command. Okay, just write this pip command, pip install BS4, and install this BS4, and mention inside the requirement.txt also. So later on, if you are going to be install the requirement.txt directly, so you will get this package as well. Okay, so I downloaded this package inside the current virtual environment, and let me see whether it is working or not. So guys, if you will look into this doc, okay, so here you can see we are able to load it. Okay, we are able to load the data from this URL. So docs, and here see, this is my document. Now, if you want to see like what all data we have, okay, so simply what you can do, you can call this metadata. Okay, so metadata is nothing, it's a dictionary, and inside this dictionary actually it is going to be capture each and everything. So you need to be write this docs, and here write 0 just to take a first list. Now from the first list you are going to be access the document, and on top of it you are going to be call this metadata. Okay, so once you will call this metadata, you will be getting the complete detail. So here you can see we have a complete detail. Okay, detail of this particular document. Now, if you want to check with the second document, so simply you can check with the second document also. Here you can write one. So what you are getting now, you are getting the metadata. Sorry, you are getting the data. You are getting the complete detail of the second document also. So inside the source, we have a URL from where actually we are going to pick the data. Title means the title of the blog. Here description, inside the description actually you have a complete data, this particular data. Okay, data from the blog, and it is only capturing the text as of now. And then what we have, guys, tell me. So we have this language. Okay, this is again one of the variable. Inside this you can see the language is English. So we are able to fetch both, we are able to fetch the data from both URL. Okay, so this is my URL. Since this URL actually, I kept it inside one list and I iterate the for loop, and here I capture the detail in the form of document, and from the document actually I'm able to see each and everything. Okay, so source, title, description, and language, where my main data is residing. My main data is residing inside this description key. So I hope so guys this data part is clear, how we are going to be load this data. Yes or no? Please give me a quick confirmation if you got it. Then how we are going to load this data, you can mention inside the chat. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. So what I will be doing, if this part is clear, I'll be proceeding ahead. If it is not clear, again I will give you the quick revision of it. Tell me guys, I'm waiting for your replies. If you are here, then please do let me know if you are following to me. Yes, it is clear. And where you will find out the code, you will find out the code inside the GitHub repository. Okay. Okay, one person is saying yes, it is clear. What about other person? Tell me, is it clear or not? If it is clear, please do let me know. How this approach is a cost optimized. That is a different part. Okay, cost optimization and all. It will come to the resource management, which model you're going to use, what is your requirement, how many times you are going to hit the API, which plan you took, right? It comes under the infrastructure management or the resource management. You no need to take care of this, like the management will take care of it. Okay. Okay, clear, great. Mhm. Right. Now, what I have to do here, so after taking this data, okay, now I'll be performing the chunking because the data could be too much use and I don't want to provide a complete data to my LLM. Okay. So if you will see the data, the blog is a little huge. Okay, the complete data which is going to be which it is going to be fetched. So actually you will get the data. See here, actually we have a complete data. It's very huge, right? So I don't want to be provide the complete data to where to my LLM. So first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to perform the chunking. Okay, and my chunking logic is pretty straightforward. So for the chunking, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the recursive character text splitter. Okay, it's a text splitter from the Langchain itself, and this text splitter actually it's a class, right, which has been implemented by the Langchain guys. So in this Langchain, this recursive character text splitter, it is having one method. The method name is what? From tick token encoder. Okay, this tick token encoder, it is responsible for converting the data into the into the different chunks. Okay, it's having some mechanism in backend. It is working on that particular mechanism. It is trying to identify the best possible chunk from the data. Okay, and it's giving you the chunk uh, based on the proper analysis. Okay, they have written the proper code for that. If you want to check, you can check with the GitHub, Langchain GitHub. You will get that. Now, I'm going to be define the chunk size. What could be the chunk size? It is up to you. Again, it is a it is subjective to it is subject to the experiment only, right? It is a hyperparameter. You need to be checked with the different chunks, and in a single shot, you cannot decide which chunk size is going to be a final one, right? So this is my text splitter. So let me create one variable. My variable name is going to be text splitter. So here is what text splitter LITTER. So I hope so this is clear to all of you. Now I required one more thing. So here you can see guys, I have a data list inside the list. Okay, we have a nested list over here. I don't want my data like this. What I have to do, I have to keep the document only. I will directly give pass this document to the text splitter, and it will be converting the data based on that. Okay, based on this given document object. So let me keep out this. Let me like remove this nested list. Okay. So if I want to remove this nested list, what I will have to do over here. So for removing it, here I will be iterating on top of it. Okay, iterating on top of the list. So this is the complete logic, guys, which I have written to get a document object from the list. Okay. So what I have this doc. From the doc, actually, I have a sublist. From the sublist, I'm going to fetch an item, and this item actually I'm going to be stored inside the list. Okay. So if you will look into the doc list now, so we have a proper document object over here, and here you can see this is my document object, right? And this document object where I'll be passing to the text splitter. So let me create an object for the text splitter. Here you can see it is giving me error. So max token for prompt, please install it pip install tick token. So see, now it is giving me one more issue. It's telling to me, please install the tick token. And tick token is a library actually which is responsible for converting data into the different chunks after converting into the tokens. Okay. Tokens actually it's a more atomic level unit. It is a word, right? So now let me take this tick token, and here I'm going to be installed inside the current virtual environment. And let me mention this thing inside the requirement.txt also. So here, the spelling is wrong. Tick token is fine. Now let me mention inside the requirement.txt. So here, guys, I have this requirement.txt. And now let me mention this name inside this txt. Okay. So later on, if we are going to be executed in a single shot, I'll be getting all my libraries. Now it is done, and if I'm going to be run it now, I hope so it will be working fine. See guys, we are able to load this text splitter. Now to this text splitter, I'll be passing what? I'll be passing my data. Okay. So this text splitter actually, this particular object is having the method. What is the method name? The method name is nothing. It's like a split document. Okay. So we are going to split the document, and here we are going to pass our document. This is a doc list, right? So I'll be getting my doc. I'll be getting my splitted document. Okay. So let me write this thing. Let me give this thing inside one more variable. So my variable name is what? Doc splits. Now, if you will look into this doc split, you will be finding out your chunks. So here is your chunks, guys. So let me show you the chunks, and I hope so it is visible to all of you. See, this is my entire chunks. Okay, the chunks basically which I was figuring out from the data. So first we have loaded the data from the web. Okay, then I have initialized the recursive character text splitter, and then I have splitted the data into the chunks. And see, guys, this is my entire chunks. Okay, so chunks, it is coming from where each and every information basically they have given you over here. Okay, inside this particular document object, and definitely you can look into it. So now what I have to do, guys, on top of this particular data, I have to create a retriever. Okay, I have to create a retriever means I have to store this entire data into the vector database, and then on top of that vector store on top of that vector database, we are going to initialize what we are going to initialize the retriever. So here, guys, I'm going to use the chroma vector DB. Okay, so if I'm going to write over here chroma, and here I'm going to call one method. The method name is what? From document. And what I'll be passing over here inside this from document, I'll be passing my data. So here my data name is what? What is my variable name? My variable name is doc split. Okay. And here I'm going to keep it inside the variable. So my variable name is going to be document. Document. Okay. MENTS. So to this particular document, I'll be passing my data. Okay, this doc split. Then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to write my name. Okay, where I'm going to be store the data. What will be my name of my index? Okay, name of my collection. So here is one more variable collection, and I can write any sort of a name, any custom name. My name is going to be rag chrome. Okay, so this is the custom name which I given. Now here I will be I need to pass what? I need to pass what? And to pass the embedding model also. So here I'm going to write embedding is equal to what? Is equal to my model name. That is what? That is the embeddings, right? So this is what? This is my complete code for what? For storing the data inside the vector database. So here now what I have to do, I have to keep this particular thing inside the vector store. Okay, vector is store, and let me keep it inside this particular variable, and let me execute this particular thing. So if I'm going to be executed, guys, I'll be able to run it. Sorry, I'll be able to load it inside where? Inside the vector store. Now this method is wrong, so I need to keep the correct method over here. The method name is going to be a from document. Now everything is perfect, and let's see whether it's going to be run it or not. So again, it is giving me error. This is a collection. So my variable name is what? It's a collection name, and I hope so, guys. This thing is perfectly clear. And again, it is giving me a issue. So the issue is what? We haven't installed this Chroma DB because I'm going to implement this entire project in front of you in the live session only. Okay, so that's why I haven't installed all the requirements like beforehand. I'm going to install in front of you. So let me install this ChromaDB as well. Pip install ChromaDB, and here I am going to be keep it. So pip install ChromaDB and pip install ChromaDB. Now this is perfect, and I can mention this name, this library name, okay, inside the requirement.txt as well. So this is perfectly fine. So later on, if you are going to be execute this requirement.txt, you will get all the thing in a single shot. So yes, this is done. Now I can open this agentic RAG.ipynb, and let me execute it one more time, whether it is done or not. So it's saying ChromaDB is not there, it's still not there. Okay, maybe it is installing or what. So let me check it out. Yeah, so it is installing, guys. It will take some time, it might take some time. Let it install. So tell me, guys, did you understand the entire flow? Don't worry, again I will give you the quick recap. But first of all, let me create this retriever, because this is our main thing, main issue. So once we'll create a retriever, our most of the work is going to be done. Okay, so this is what, guys, see, we are going to be store the data inside the vector db, and now on top of this vector db, on top of this vector store, I will be creating my retriever. So here I'm going to be use this vector store as a retriever. So if you are familiar, a little bit familiar with the RAG, you will be able to understand this particular approach. Okay. So retriever is going to be my retriever. See here, I'm going to be assigned retriever to this particular variable. Now let me run it. Okay. So I got my retriever. Now what I have to do, guys, see, now my actual process is going to be start for creating this agentic RAG. So here what I did, guys, here I created my simple retriever, one of the part, okay, one of the part of the RAG pipeline, the classical RAG pipeline. Now on top of it, we are going to create an agentic RAG, okay. Whatever output we are going to be generate from the retriever, and all thing we are going to be interpret, all thing we are going to be check whether it is correct or not, relevant or not, and based on that we are going to take a further decision. So let me give you this entire code through the GitHub, and please check it out. This code from your end. I'm giving you 2 minutes of time. You can take it from there itself. So git commit -m, and here code updated with retriever. And yes, I post the changes, guys. You can take it from the chat only. Now let me give you this link again, and I'll be clarifying your doubt as well. So whatever doubts you have, you can ask me inside the chat section. Guys, I given you the link. Please do confirm if you got it then, and if this part is clear to all of you. Once I will revise it again, you will be getting most of the thing from me. Don't worry. How the session is going? Are you enjoying the session? Are you learning something? Cost plays important in a corporate when you are designation and LLM application. If your application is costly, it might not get approved. Correct, Vineet. It is like pretty much correct. Okay, I agree with your point. So as of now, I'm just going to be use the free API. If you want to like calculate the cost, there are so many cost calculator. Okay, with respect to LLM, you can simply check out the Google. Will get that. So there you can put your data, like your requirements. Okay, your requirements, which your data actually which you are passing to the LLM based on the token size, it will give you the final cost, right? So it is pretty easy to calculate the cost nowadays. At least estimated cost you can calculate, right? What is a chunk? Chunk actually it's a like from the document itself, we are going to make a chunks connection of tokens. Okay, collection of words. It's a sentence from the entire corpus. Okay, how will we integrated this into the website? For that, actually, you will have to create a API, right? So this is the backend code which you are going to write. Now you will convert it to the API. You will connect it with the API, and then like you can create a web application out of that API. Okay. Push to the GitHub. Yes, Michael, I given you over the GitHub. You missed the push. Okay, let me check it out. I think I missed it. Git push origin main. Yes, guys, you are right. Git push origin main. Now I given to you. Please check it out. Chunk size, again, it's a hyperparameter. You cannot decide chunk size directly. You will have to do a certain experiment. Okay. I just kept one random chunk size. You can like keep any sort of a chunk size, and it's experimental. So did you get a code? Tell me, guys, can we take 5 minutes of break so that you can go through with the entire code, and then I can implement rest of the functionality, the rest of the function basically which I created over here, and then finally we gonna check it. Please give me a quick confirmation so that I can give you 5 minutes at least so that you can go through with the code. I'm looking into the messages, guys. If you are ready to give me a 5 minute, then definitely I will put the timer. Why we say it was an optimized model? Optimized model basically depends where you are going to be deploy that. Okay, uh, how much memory it is taking, or did you optimize it or not according to the resources. Great, guys. So let's do one thing. I'm giving you 5 minutes of break until or 2 minutes of break. Okay, just a quick break so that you can take this entire code and then we'll restart the session. So putting the timer. Give me a second. I'm going to open the timer and let's take a 2 minute of break. Quick water break. Okay. Okay, great, guys. So have you looked into the code? Did you gone through with the code? Tell me yes or no. I believe you have seen the code. You look into the code now. Let's do one thing. So in the architecture, you have shown that the query is not relevant. That again, it gives the LLM call to rewrite the query. Can you explain that part again? Yes, coming to that. I'll show you. I will implement that. Okay, you will get a clear cut idea. Now, what I'm doing here, I am going to be I'm going to be convert this tool. Okay, convert this retriever into the tool. Okay. Now, see, whenever we are talking about agents, so inside the agents, actually, you'll find out one very common term. The term is called tool. So don't be confused with this tool. Okay, this tool actually it's nothing. It's a function only. Okay, it could be any sort of a functionality. This tool. So let's say I created my retriever. This retriever I can convert into the tool. Okay, let's say I have a function, any custom function, whatever functionality I'm going to be write. Let's say any custom function, I can convert this custom function into the tool. Okay, this is possible. Now let's say I have any custom class, any custom class. Now this particular class I can convert into the tool. Okay, so tool actually it's a common word which is representing to some sort of a functionality. I hope so. You got it right. So this tool actually are nothing. It's representing to some sort of a functionality. It could be anything which I need to call. Okay, which I need to call alternatively. If my LLM is not able to answer, if it want to redirect the call to the tool, okay, if I it want to redirect the call to the tool, so definitely I can do it. And as a tool, I can use anything. Even I can use the database connection and all as a tool. Okay, I can make any API call. Okay, I can use any API call as a tool. So tool actually it's a generic word, generic term. Okay, behind the tool actually you will find out some sort of a functionality. Understood? Now let's do one thing. Let's try to convert this retriever into the tool. Okay, and for that actually we have one method. Sorry, we have one class. The class name is what? Create retriever tool. Now inside this class, what I need to do, I need to pass my tool name, right? So this is my tool name. My tool name is retriever. If I want to give any sort of a description related to this tool, okay, I can give that. So what I can do, I can write the I can write what? I can write the description. So this is what? This is my retrieval blog post. Okay, this tool actually it is related to this retrieval blog post. Okay. Now, if I want to write some longer description with respect to this tool, kind of prompt, okay, I can give that as well. So here, what I did, I written this longer description as also. It's behaving as a prompt. Okay, this is the one. So just look into it, just try to read it. You will get the clear-cut idea that what it's trying to say. Okay, I already written some sort of a thing so that I can save my time. So this is the text, search and written information about the blog, okay, which is written up, which is like all about to this prompt engineering agents and all everything. So here, guys, what I created one tool. Okay, now here I given the this retriever, and this retrieval is being converted as a tool. So I did it, I created it. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use along with the LLM. Okay, I will be binding this tool to the LLM. Okay, so for that, we'll have to keep it in a specific format. Means I will have to keep it inside the list, because all the tools actually we need to keep it in the form of list. Okay, inside the list itself. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to be keep inside the list. Okay, you can keep one single tool or you can keep more than one tool. That is up to you. It is fine. So here I'm going to be assign this list into the variable. The variable name is going to be a tool. So this was the complete process. Okay, I created a retriever and I kept it I as a tool. Okay, I converted it into the tool. Now, if you will look into the guys, if you will go through and if you will look into the architecture now, so this was the architecture. So inside the architecture, you can see we have covered this part. So data, chunk, embedding, keep the database, keep inside the database, and on top of this database, we have created a retriever and we have converted a retriever into a tools. Okay, now we have to see how we can create this type of architecture, how we can create this agentic flow. Okay, this agentic flow is going to be very simple now. So first thing we are going to be code, that is this AI assistant. Okay, so what this AI assistant is doing, let's try to understand. So here I have written some code related to this AI assistant. See, this is the code for the AI assistant. It's pretty much simple. So it is taking a message. It is taking a message from the state. Okay, I will let you know what is this state and that what this state is doing. This state actually is it is flowing the input to the entire workflow. Okay, my input is flowing throughout the different function using what? Using this state. Separately, I'm not passing an input to this particular methods. Okay, how basically I'm passing an input to this particular method through this state, right? So here this state actually it's nothing, it's my pydantic object. I will be defining the pydantic object in some time, just a second. First of all, let me explain you the further part. So here from this particular state, I'm going to take a message, and here I'm binding this tool to this LLM, okay, which I already loaded from the grok. So if you will look into my code, if you will scroll down, I already loaded the LLM, this one. Now to this LLM, actually, I'm going to bind the tool. Okay. So whenever we are going to be pass a message, automatically it can identify, okay, now I need to call the tool. And based on that, it's going to be call the tool. So this is what, this is going to be my LLM with tool. Okay. LLM with tool. Now this particular variable I'm going to use over here with respect to the message, and it will take a decision. Okay. It will take a decision based on the message whether I need to call the tool or not. Understanding my point? So based on this particular message, it is going to be invoke the response, and this response actually I'm going to append inside the list. Okay, here, and I'm going to return it to the next method. Okay, because here using the Langgraphh, actually what we are going to do, we are going to perform the orchestration. Okay, we are going to create one sequential flow, so everything is working from the single call itself. So here is my AI assistant. Now we have a next method. The next method is going to be a retrieve. Okay, what this retrieve is going to do, let me explain you that as well. So here, this retrieve actually is going to retrieve the information from the, just a second, let me take that particular code. And I'm giving to you, I kept it with me. Mm, okay. So guys, what I can do, I can use this retrieve as a tool as well. So I already created this retriever. Just a second. I can show you in a different way because retriever is already there. Okay. So here is what retrieval tool. Now what I can do, just a second. This is my retrieval tool and I need to use it as a node. So here I can add on this node. And for that, we required one method. So just a second, guys. Let me come to that. Okay. So tool node directly. Actually, I can convert this retriever to a tool. I no need to create a separate functionality. Sorry, I forgot about it. I just going to be pass this tool node over here. Retrieval tool. Okay. So here's my retrieval tool. I'm passing it to the tool node. Means this is my tool, and I'm converting this tool into the node. Okay. And here this thing actually, what I can do, this particular node I can assign into this particular variable. See, I'm not going to write up. See, if we are talking about this nodes, so what is this node? This nodes are nothing. It's a function only. Okay, this particular nodes are nothing. It's a functions only. Okay, but here you can see. So we already have a retrieve functionality. Okay, which we are going to be consumed using this particular tool. Now we have to convert into the node so that we can add on this thing inside our flow. Okay, so what we did, we are going to be use this method, this tool node method, and there actually we are passing this tool retrieval tool, and here my node is ready. Okay, so see, we are able to add this inside the node. Getting my point? Okay, so simply you can say we are going to convert our tool into the node, and then we are going to consume it inside our flow. That's the simple meaning of it, nothing else. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to write a further function. So we have some other function like the rewrite and all. So let me give you each and every function one by one. So first of all, guys, we have a generate. Okay, so this generate actually is going to be generate a final output. How it is going to be generate, I'll be coming to that. First of all, let me keep the code. Okay, the code actually has been written by me only, so definitely I'll be explaining you this part. Just to save the time, I'm going to be copy and paste, okay, into the complete flow. Then we have one more code, one more function. The function name is what? The function name is rewrite. Okay. So here you can see we have this function. The function name is going to be rewrite. And I hope so, guys, this is also clear. I will be explaining you this each and every function. Don't worry. I will come to that. So AI assistant is there, rewrite is there. Now here we have a generative and our retriever it is already there. Okay. Now we have to write couple of more function, and this function actually is going to play a very important role, right? Now before that, before coming to the function, let me define the agent state as well. Okay. So this is my agent state. Now inside this agent state, actually what we have this message. Okay. And this is nothing. This is the type of the message. So what is the type of the message? The type of the message is nothing. It's a list. Okay. Sequence of list means inside the one list we can have multiple message. This is nothing. This is just defining a type. Okay, just to validate or just to make sure the just to make sure the type of this particular message. We write now message colon then str then list. Okay, so this notation is nothing. It is defining a type of this message. It is nothing. It's a sequence of list. Okay, sequence of what? Sequence of messages which we are going to capture inside the list. And this add message actually is it is defining to the multiple message. We can keep the multiple message inside the single list. Okay, that's a simple meaning of it. Now we are going to keep. I'm going to be create one more class. The class name is going to be a grade. Okay, so here the class name is going to be a grade, and here I'm going to be import this base model over here. So base model, we have a base model, and now what I can do, I can create one more variable over here. The variable name is going to be a binary score. So this binary scroll actually it will help us to check the relevancy whether the generated document is relevant or not. Okay, the retrieved document is relevant or not. So if I want to create a validation out of this particular variable, okay, with respect to this particular variable, I can do this thing, and I can mention up the description as well. So see, this is the description. Okay, so I'm going to be mention description whether the document will be relevant or not. So this all the thing are nothing. This is just like validation. Okay, because validation is very much important, and this thing I think I already explained in my previous video, or even I also created one Langgraphh playlist on my YouTube channel. You can check out over there as well. Okay, for the better understanding. So we have one class. The class name is grade, and the second class name is the agent. Okay. Now we have method. This generate method. We have this rewrite method, and we have this AI assistant also. This particular method. Now we require a couple of more method, and then after I will be explaining the final flow. Okay, how this entire thing is working, and maybe you will get a clear cut idea, right? I know this thing is going to be a little heavy if you are looking into first time, but believe me, once you will run it, you will be able to understand that. Now, here we have one more function. The function name is going to be a grade document. Okay, so I'm going to be grade the document, whether it is correct or not, whether it's relevant or not. And then we have one more function. Okay, and this is going to be a last function, guys. Don't worry about it. So my function name is what? The generate I already written, right? I already defined the generate. Yes, this is there. Great. Okay. Now I think I kept all the functions over here. Maybe let me check one more time. Rewrite is there. Great document is there. AI assistant. Yeah, guys. So I have all the function. I think nothing is there. Nothing needs to be right now. So what I can do, I can explain with the complete flow that how this entire thing is working. Okay, step by step. Let's try to understand. So first, what we are going to do, or else what I can do, I can give you the code first so that you can look into the GitHub and you can take it from there. So here I'm going to be add this entire changes, whatever changes are there. Now let me write the commit git commit -m, and here code added for all the functions. Okay, code added for all the functions, and here let me push it, git push -app origin, git push origin main. I think it will work. Origin main. Okay, so I'm pushing this thing to the GitHub, guys. You can take it from there. And please give me a quick confirmation inside the chat. I haven't looked into the doubt. I will take the doubts at the end of the session because I need to complete it. Otherwise, this session is going to be pretty long. Okay, if I'm going to take a doubt in between only. So now I have the entire code with me. I will give you the quick recap of it, and then finally we'll try to run it, whether it is giving me a correct output or not. So tell me, guys, did you get it or not? Did you get the entire code? Let me give you the link one more time. If you are watching to me first time, meanwhile this time, so you can take the code from here itself, from this particular link. For the timing of the timing of the class is 8 p.m. Okay, so whenever we have a session, any session, any project session, will inform to you. Okay, got it, Ravindra? So guys, any doubt, anything, I can take a pause for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. I think that would be fine. So if you have any sort of a doubt, you can ask me. Then I will give you the quick recap of this entire code. Okay, from its starting, and maybe you will be able to understand that. Okay. Please ask your doubt. What is your doubt? You can mention inside the chat, guys. Whoever is watching to me, please do let me know. Should I keep the code or understanding just and copy paste? You can copy and paste from there, okay? And later on after the session, you can go through with it. Understood, Ahmed? Did you get an updated code? You can let me know, guys. I'm looking at the messages. Please do confirm. Another, I am learning NLP. What should I give a lot of coding, or can I get a layer of coding from the GitHub? You have to do the coding, okay? In the real time, like you have to do the coding from your end only, just to take a different references from the GitHub, from the internet, from anywhere, and then at the end you only have to write a code. Guys, please give me a quick confirmation so that I can give you the final explanation of this entire flow. I just want it from your end inside the chat, waiting for a reply. Yes, from here only we have to invoke our application, we have to invoke our workflow. Okay. So it's going through the different nodes, means different function, and in between we are going to make a connection. I need to make a connection, but before that I need to explain you the functionality. I have scanned the last updated on GitHub. Thanks. Okay, great, Michael. You got that. Anyone else having any doubt, anything? Please do let me know. Did you get a code or not? Did you understand the flow? If not, which part you are not getting, please do let me know. I will explain you. Okay. Yes, as a junior data scientist, also you can fine tune the models. Who is stopping you to fine tune the model, Ahmed? Great. I think I've given you the enough amount of time just to go through the code. Now let's try to conclude it. Okay. So here I have written the different statement. Okay, import statement. So couple of statement are very much important, which I will explain you throughout this explanation. So the first thing is what? First, I'm going to be load the embedding. Second is what? Second is the model. Okay, till this point, I think everything is fine. Then for creating a RAG, guys, we require a data. Okay, so here we are going to be load the data from where? From the web itself. After loading the data, we are going to make a chunk out of that data. Okay, so here is what? Here is my chunk. This is what? This is my chunk. Then I'm going to be store this data, entire data into the vector store. That is what? That's my chroma DB. I'm going to use this vector store as a retriever. Okay, and then here I'm going to convert this vector store, this retriever into the tool, so that later on I can utilize it. Okay, inside my workflow, because inside my workflow, what I require the function. Okay, I require the node. Node is what? Node is nothing, it's a function. So I'll be converting this particular tool into the node. Okay, I'll be converting this particular tool into the node that I already did. Okay, I will show you that part as well. So here is what? Here is my retrieval tool. I hope so till here everything is fine, right? This is perfectly clear. Now let's try to understand the flow, how the thing is working. If you will look into this architecture, so this architecture actually is trying to explain you each and everything. So let me again give you the quick recap. So what is happening, guys? See, whenever any query is coming, whenever any input is coming, so this input will go to the AI assistant. Now from this AI assistant, actually you will find out two branches. First is this one, and the second is this one. Okay, which is directly meeting to the end. If we are talking about the start, so this start point is nothing, it's an input point. Okay, and this end point is nothing, it's an output point. So at a start, actually, you are passing the input, and at this particular point, you are getting out. Now, whenever you will pass the input, so it will directly go to the AI assistant. Now, this AI assistant actually, it's making a decision. Okay, the decision is what? Should I call the tool? Okay, should I call the tool, or should I directly generate the output from the model itself? So this dotted line is nothing. It's a conditional statement. Conditional statement. So here simply I'm asking to my model, okay, model, do one thing, tell me where I need to go. Should I call the tool? Should I call the tool, or should I directly generate a response? Okay. So this is a responsibility of what? This is a responsibility of the LLM. Now this is not a simple LLM. Okay. So here we are going to be here we are going to be add tools to this LLM using this particular method. What is the method name? Bind tool. Okay, so to this particular method I given the tool. Okay, and that we are going to be connect with the LLM, that we are going to be associated with the LLM. So now it become LLM with tool, LLM with tool. So inside this AI assistant, you will find out what we have. We have LLM with tool. Okay. Now we are giving an input to this LLM with tool, and here is going to make a decision whether I need to call the tool or whether I need to simply generate a message. Okay. Simply I need to stop the process. So let's say my query is related to the my query is related to the data. What which data, guys? So here I already create a retriever from this particular data retriever. Okay, so from the data we have created a retriever, and this retriever actually it is working as a tool. So let's say my query is related to this particular data. So automatically LLM will take a decision. Okay, what I have to do, I have to call the tool. And what is my tool? Tool is nothing. Tool is my retriever only. This retriever is nothing. It is my tool. Okay, so it will come to the retriever and it will try to fetch the relevant document. Relevant document. Okay, now it will fetch the relevant document and it will come over here after the retrieval, and then it will check, it will grade. Okay, it will check the relevancy, it will give me a grade. Okay, what is the meaning of grade? What is the check meaning of the relevancy? So it will check. Okay, so whatever document it is being captured, whatever document it is being captured. Okay, so this document actually it is relevant or not according to the query. Whatever document actually we are going to be fetched, it is relevant or not according to the query. If it is relevant, then only it will generate a final output. Okay, over here you can see this particular dotted line. If it is not a relevant document, what it will do, again it will rewrite the query. Okay, it will try to find out the detail from the query, and it will give to the AI assistant, and AI assistant will give you the final answer. Understood? Yes or no? How this flow is going to be work? Again, let me repeat it. Maybe you will get the clear cut idea. Give me a second. I can repeat it in a second, and then finally I will be showing you how it's gonna work. Okay. So let me remove it, and I hope so. This is perfectly fine. Tell me, guys, are you able to understand or not? This is making sense. How this agentic RAG is gonna work? So we are going to be add some condition inside the simple RAG itself, and we are going to be create the agentic RAG. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let's try to understand one more time. We are giving an input, and here we are getting an output. Now this input actually will come to the AI assistant, and here what we have a LLM with tool. LLM with tool. This tool is nothing. This tool actually it's my retriever. Okay, retriever. Now, whatever query is there, based on this particular query, is going to be decide whether I need to call the tool, means whether I need to call the retriever. Okay, and after calling it to the retriever, we have to retrieve the document. So we are going to be fetch the relevant document, relevant document. Okay, and if this relevant document, okay, so if this document is relevant, okay, with respect to the query, so I will grade it as a yes. If it is fine, then I will be generating the final answer. So this is very simple flow, this one, right? Then I will be generating a final answer. But let's say if this document is not a relevant document, in that case, what I'll be doing, I'll be rewriting the query, I'll be transforming my query, and again I am giving back to the assistant, and it will decide what I have to do now. Okay. So based on the rewriting, based on the final, so based on this particular conclusion, like how we are going to be transform the query, this AI assistant will take a decision. Okay, and then it will generate a output, and then finally I'll be getting my output. So this is the complete flow, the agentic flow, basically, which we have created. Now let's do one thing. Let's try to understand the code. Okay. So guys, here is what, here is my message, which I'm going to be extract from the state. Okay. Now, if you will look into the state, guys, so state is nothing. This is my state. So we have defined one state, and inside the state we don't have like many special thing. We just have one variable, that is message. Okay, so this message actually, this particular variable, this message variable, we are flowing throughout the different nodes. Okay, throughout the different function, and inside this message, what I'm going to keep, I'm going to keep the sequence. Okay, sequence of messages means original messages. It will be available in the form of list. Okay, over here. So let me define this agent state, and here I can define the type of this state, which is nothing, which is an agent state. Okay. Now here what I have my AI assistant. This AI assistant is doing the same thing, means it is going to be bind the tool to the LLM. Okay. Then here what we are going to do, we are going to rewrite the query. So if it is going to be a wrong, I'll be rewriting it. Coming to that part, the rewriting part, and this is a generate, guys. Okay, basically we are going to be generate. What we are going to generate? If the query is not correct, okay, means if the query is sorry, if the what I can do, just a second, this rewrite, actually I can write it after the generate so that you will get a better understanding. Just a second. Yeah. So here what we have a generate. Okay, if everything is fine, means we are able to retrieve the document from the retriever, the relevant document. We'll give it to the generate. Okay, we'll give it to this particular method, and then finally we'll be generating the final output. This is my rewriter, guys. So if the query is not relevant, I'll be rewriting it. Then here is what? Here is my grader. Okay. So let me keep this grader over here, and I think so. You will be getting a clear cut idea. So I hope so this thing is fine. Now I will be explaining you this code, this generator code and this rewriter code. Okay. So just a second, I'm going to explain you this part. But before that, let me compile the entire thing. Okay. So here is what? Here is my grade document also, which is going to be grade. Okay. So let me keep this grade document over here so that everything will be in a sequence only. So what we have a rewriter, grade document and all everything. Okay, now it is perfect. So let me run it and then I'm going to be explain you the other method. So first is AI assistant, which is taking an input. Then what we have this generate. Okay, after passing it to the retrieve node. Then we have this grade document. Okay, so here is my rewriter. This is my rewriter, and finally this is what? This is my workflow. So inside the workflow, actually, you can see we have a node. Okay, first node is the AI assistant, then this is my second node, this is the retrieve, then rewrite node, and this is the generate node. Okay, so node are nothing, node are the function only. So here you can see we have what? We have a functions, right? So let me execute it. Let me execute this workflow, and here you can see each and every functionality we are going to add inside the workflow. Okay, each and every node we are going to add on over here. Now what we have to do, we have to add the edges. Edges is nothing, it's just a functionality. Okay, so let me show you how this edges is going to work, right? It's very simple. Once I will write it down, you will get the clear cut idea, right? So here, guys, what is required? Just a second. Let me put the edges also. So first edge actually is going to be start from this start node. Okay, that's going through the AI assistant. This is my AI assistant, and here we need to keep the name basically which we are providing over here. So we have to connect this start and this AI assistant. Now here you will find out, if you will look at the architecture, we have a conditional statement. Now conditional statement means what? Whether we have to call the tool or we have to end the process. Okay. So here what I will be doing, I am going to be define the conditional statement. So let me take this AI assistant. So from this AI assistant, actually, we are going to be connect either to end or to the tool. Okay. So how we are going to do that? So here actually we'll be having one method. This is a predefined method actually already has been defined inside the Langgraphh classes. So the method name is what? Tool condition. This one, tool condition. Now this tool condition actually is going to be decided. So we have two ways. So the first way is what? First way is nothing. It's a retrieve. Okay, and the second way is what? Second way is a and. So this is the conditional edge, guys. See, I think so now you will be able to get. So from the AI assistant, either I need to connect to this retriever. Okay, that is nothing, that's my tool, or I need to end the process. Okay, from this AI assistant, either I need to connect with the retriever or I need to end the process. How it's going to be decided? It's going to be designed using this tool condition. This is my function, right? So let me add this conditional edges. I think so it is fine. Now let me add the other edges as well. Now we have to proceed further from this tools. If I'm coming to this tool part, so how we are going to be processed from here? Okay, so this is going to be very simple again. So let's say if we are coming to the retriever, so let me add on one more conditional edge over here. So let's say we are coming to the retriever, and let's say this is my retriever. And from this retriever, okay, what I have to do, I have to check whether my retrieve document is correct or not. Okay, so here what I'll be passing my function name. What is my function name? Grade document. Okay, so here is my function name, grade document. And then either I need to go to the rewriter or I need to go to the generator. So here let me do one thing. Let me mention about it. So here is what? Here is my either is a rewriter or either is a generator. So you can see the dotted line over here. So where we are going. So if you will look over here inside this particular diagram, so you will get, so either from the retriever, okay, Just a second. So from the retriever, we are going to the rewriter, or else we are going to the generator. Again, we have given the conditional statement. And how we are going to decide that? We are going to decide using this grade document. Okay, this is the functionality we have. Now we are what we are going to do here. We are going to be add one more edge. Okay, so we are going to be add one more edge. So let's say if we came to this generator, so from this generator actually we have to end the process. So this is my edge, this is the simple edge. Okay, so see what we have added, we have added one more edge. This is my last edge, this one. From the generate we have to end the process, or else we have to again connect to the AI system from the rewrite. So we'll have to add one more edge over here. Okay, so here we are going to be add one more edge, and this is going to be a pretty simple, this one guys. So likewise, we are going to be orchestrate our entire workflow. So let me run it this one, let me run it this one, let me compile it. This is my application, and I hope so. This is fine. Found add edge ending at the unknown AI assistant. Okay, let me write the correct name. I think so. My name was something else. It was the AI assistant. Okay, sorry, I did a mistake over here. Great, great, great. Everything is perfect. Let me reassign it. Okay, great. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. And now we are able to compile. Now, if you want to visualize this application, okay, if you want to visualize this application, it is pretty straightforward code. So here is what here I am going to be call this app. Okay, so app.get graph. So once I will call this particular method on top of this application, you will be getting the complete flow. Okay, so see guys, the same workflow actually we have implemented over here, and I hope so it is pretty much clear to all of you. So I hope so guys, I am assuming this is clear. Once I will give the input to this application, it's going to work accordingly. But first of all, tell me how much you got it in percentage. I would like to know inside the chat. Tell me. I will be explaining you one more time. I will give you the quick recap. This thing is not easy. I would say it's a pretty not that much complicated, but yeah, again and again, you will have to look into it. Then only you can understand in a better way. So let's do one thing. Let me give you the code and let's take a pause for the 2 minute. Just a second. So git add dot git commit -m code updated with complete edge flow. Okay, and here I'm going to push it. Git push origin main. Okay, so guys, I've given you the code. You can check out with the GitHub link. Again, I'm pasting. If you are new to this chat, then definitely you can get it. And please give me a quick confirmation how much you got it from this session so far. And based on that, I can proceed. And now our final work is nothing. We just need to add this workflow and we'll be done. Okay. So tell me guys, how much you got it? Did you understand the entire thing or not? Did you understand the entire flow? The timeout condition somewhere in the code so that you don't have end up with a finite loop with a greater always think talks are relevant. Correct. Your understanding is correct, Michael. Tell me, guys. Did you understand? And then I will explain the rest of the function, and maybe with that you will be able to get it. Okay. According to this edges only, I'm going to assign each and everything. Okay. According to this edges only, I'm going to assign each and everything. But first of all, tell me if it is clear. You can let me know, and then I can proceed further. I didn't understand that specific word timeout with respect to what you are asking, Michael. It's a tool condition, not a timeout condition. Tool condition. I'll show you that particular method as well. Don't worry. Diagram seems clear. Okay, great. So tell me, guys, come again, please. You can let me know inside the chat if this diagram and this code is getting clear so that I can proceed further. Give me a moment. Within 5 minutes only, I'll try to conclude it. Okay, no response means many people didn't get it. So that what you have to do, guys, tell me. You have to be practice with it. Okay. What prevents you from just going around forever between the rewrite and the AI system? Example, the case where the grading problem. Yes, coming to that, Michael. With that, I think with the final explanation, your all the doubts will be clarified. Okay. So let's trace the entire workflow. So here is my all the functionality. My first function is a AI assistant. My second function or my second node is a retriever node, okay, which I created using the vector database. This is my rewriter and this is my generator, right? Now, first is what we are going to be start from the AI assistant. So the first place we should have AI assistant, okay? So we already have this AI assistant. Here you can see this one. Understood, guys? And what this AI assistant is doing, it's just taking a tool and it's going to be convert our simple LLM to the LLM with tool, okay? Then what is the next thing here? So here, guys, we are going to make a decision. So where I need to go? Should I go to the retriever, right? Should I go to the retriever node or I need to end the process based on the query? Getting my point? So what will come over here? See this retriever tool node, which I written over here. What I can do, I can keep it after the AI assistant. Okay. So you will get a clear cut understanding that what I'm trying to do. See here, we have a AI assistant. Now either I need to go to this retrieve node or I need to end the process. Okay, that I'll be deciding based on the given query. Means LLM is going to be decided. So till here everything is fine, everything is clear. Now coming to the next part. After retriever, we have again two choices. Either I have to rewrite the query or I have to generate it. But how we going to decide it? Using this grade document. So let me explain you what we have inside the grade document. Okay, so this is my grade document. This will come after what? This will come after this rewrite, retrieve node. Okay, so here what we are getting, see, let's say we are getting a query. Okay, so we are getting a query. This is my query, this is my message. This a message actually I'm going to be collect from here. I am defined one prompt, and inside the prompt actually I'm asking, tell me what is the response. Okay, what do you think the actually the answer we are getting from the retriever, it is relevant or not? Okay, and here I am getting that particular answer. If it is saying yes, it is relevant, I am giving this generator. If it is saying it is not relevant, I am just going to be written this rewrite. That's it, nothing else. Okay, so first is generate, and the second is what? Second is a rewriter. Here is what? Here we have a rewriter. So everything I have added in a sequence only. So this is my grade document, this is my generate, this is my rewriter, this is my all the nodes, and here is my first conditional statement, this is my second conditional statement. Now, if it is going to generate the output, then finally I will end the process. So here is my end process. If it is going to be rewrite, then again I have to go to the AI system. Okay, now you can look into the rewrite also, what we have inside the rewrite. So if you will look into the rewrite, you will find out we are going to be fetch the message. After the message, this is what this is my prompt. Okay, I'm saying, okay, this is my question. Then do one thing. Try to reformulate the question. Okay, try to understand the context of the question and again pass it to the LLM so that LLM can understand the question in a better way. That's my simple transformation. You can use your own transformation over here. Got it? Now I'm able to run it, and now see, this is the entire flow which I'm able to do. Here I'm going to be compile, and finally, this is what? This is my diagram. Now, if I'm going to ask any sort of a question, so let's try to ask a question from this data itself. Okay, I think I already shown you the data. This is the block. So let's try to take a question based on the autonomous agent. So here I'm going to be asked the question: what is a autonomous agent? Okay, I think that spelling is correct. Or what I believe it is correct. Let me take the spelling, and here I'm going to paste it inside my question. So this is the question, guys, and I believe it will be working fine if everything is perfect. Now this is my question, and let's see what is happening. So it is saying expected a got a autonomous agent, expected dict. Okay, sorry, guys. Here, what I need to do, I need to pass the data in a C. Here also, again, there is a learning. I told you how we are going to invoke this method, how we are going to pass the input to this method. We are going to pass in this particular format. In this particular format, okay, this agent state we have defined. So it should be message. Okay, there should be a message, and the type of the message is nothing. It's a list of messages. So here this is going to be a key, and this is my list of messages. I can add on as many as messages. Okay, so this is my message. Now this thing actually I need to keep it inside where? Inside the dictionary. So I hope everything is perfect till here. Let me keep as a message, and this is perfect. If I'm going to be invoke it, now it is saying agent state takes no argument. Okay, let me check what is the issue now. So agent state don't take any sort of argument. Maybe I make some mistake somewhere. State. Okay, this is fine. This is capital S, correct? Okay, this is fine. This is also perfect. Let me check it out. State is going to be an agent state. Okay, perfect. This is going to be an agent state. Perfect. Here, this is going to be an agent state. This is also perfect. And finally, we have an agent state here also. Okay, so this is also going to be a perfect. Everything seems fine. Let's see whether we are able to call it or not. It takes no argument, guys. Let me check out one more time. What is the issue? Double S A G E S. App is perfect. Okay. Okay, agent state don't take any argument. Just a second, guys. Let me check out with the code. Maybe I made a mistake in between, which I'm not able to detect. Okay, great. So this is the issue. Here I need to import one class. The class name is type detect. Okay, I need to import this parent class. Sorry, it's my bad. Now everything seems fine. Perfect. Great. Adding. Now let's see. Yes, guys. So see what is happening. It is calling to the agent. It is saying document is relevant. Whatever document is being generated with respect to this question, then finally it is generating answer. And here you can see this is the answer. Okay, if I want to fetch the answer, I'll be fetching it from here. So whatever question you are going to be asked, let's say you are going to be asked the question with respect to the prompting. Okay, what is a prompt engineering? Now guys, tell me, this particular question was there inside the data. Okay, on means like I have created a rag on top of this data na? Okay, if you will look into the data actually it is related to the agent and prompting. So if I'm going to be asked a question with respect to the prompting, agenting and all, definitely it's going to be relevant with respect to this particular data. Okay, so let's see what I'm going to do here. Now I'm going to be done it. So here I'm going to be asked the question, what is a prompt engineering? So if I'm going to be invoke it, see, it is calling to the agent. It is saying document are relevant. It is going to be generate answer. And here you can see this is my final answer. So did you understand the complete flow, guys, with respect to the question, which is directly related to the data? And here it is directly, yeah, and here it is telling to me, see, document seems relevant. Whatever document is being retrieved using this particular question, it is relevant question, it is relevant document. And then it is finally generating answer. So tell me, guys, did you understand with the right question the entire flow? Yes or no? I'm just waiting for your replies. If you will give it to me, if you will write into the chat, I think that would be great. And this type of project, okay, you can take any real-time use case and real-time data, and you can mention inside your resume also. Okay, you can mention the same projects and all everything inside your resume as well. Yes, sir. Why last answer is a human message? See, this is a final message now. This one, which I'm getting from the generate. This one. Okay, if you will look into the generate, so here. Great document, then see generate. So find how we are getting a final message. Tell me. It's generated from the LLM only, and we are passing question and all everything to this particular message. Means what we are getting. See, we are passing it to where we are passing this particular response again to the like we are passing this particular response again as an agent. Sorry, again as a state. Okay, so this is the final state. Final state. Here you can see this one. This one. Getting my point? Yes or no? Final generated answer. This one. So first it is this is my final this is my question. Then it is being asked to the AI agent. Then it is calling to the tool. If it is finding out okay it is relevant and all, then it is passing it to the generated content, and then we are getting this answer. Okay. Now if you are going to ask any sort of a question which is an irrelevant question, so let's try to ask a question which is irrelevant. So which is irrelevant to that particular data. So I can ask any question. Let's say who is a current prime minister of India. Okay. So this is my question which I'm asking. Now let's see. See, it is calling the agent. Now it is telling to me, see, what it is telling to me is telling to me, call agent, document seems it's not a relevant one. It's transforming a query, then again calling to the agent. Okay. So this is my human message, then it's a AI message, then it's a tool message. Okay, which is not a relevant one. Then it's a AI message, means it's going to be transform the query. But here you can see guys, it's going to be stop this one. Okay, so maybe we'll have to be use the good prompt over here inside the AI agent. Okay, we'll have to give the specific content. Okay, for generating a final data. See, everything is working in the flow. Calling agent, document not relevant, then transforming the query, then again calling to the agent. See, even though we are not getting a final answer from the AI from the AI this one from the AI model. Why? Because we are calling the tool. So maybe it is moving into that direction. But yes, I can make a logic over here for generating a final answer. That is not a big deal for me. But here you can see everything is working in the sequence only. So if the question is relevant to the document, it is giving you the final answer. If the document, so and here why we are getting as a human message. One more thing I would like to highlight. Sorry, I forgot. If you will look into the class, this one is state. Okay, so agent is state which I have defined. So see, this is what sequence of the base messages, okay, which we are going to annotate. And here we have we can add on like lots of messages. So as many as messages actually we can add on over here. So this is the final state basically we are getting with respect to my answer. Getting my point? Yes or no? And this we are getting from where? From this generation itself. Okay, from this particular method. See, agent, it is taking message, it's taking a question, last message, document and all everything. Here we have a prompt, and if you will look into the prompt guys, this we are getting from where? From the LangChain hub. Okay, so let me show you this particular prompt as well, how it looks like. So on top of this prompt actually I am passing this pretty print. So pretty print, pretty print. Now here you will see this is the prompt actually we are passing. Okay, so question, context, and here according to the prompt actually I'm getting my final answer. Okay, this one. This prompt basically is being mentioned inside this generate method, and this is the RAG chain basically we are going to be defined. Document, question, everything is there, and final response. I hope so guys this entire thing is clear to all of you. Did you like it? Did you like the session? Did you understand this agentic RAG? Tell me yes or no. You can test it out with a different question, and you can check whether it's going to be generated or not, whether it's going to be work in the same flow or not. Tell me. Let me give you the final code. Let me push into the GitHub. So git add dot, and here git commit hyphen m code updated. Okay, then here I can push it. Git push origin main. Understood? I hope so. Everything is going well, and you will get the code from the GitHub itself. Okay. Again, let me give you the link of this GitHub so that you can download it. Okay. Yeah. So perfectly fine. Now what you can do, what will be your task? Your task will be pretty simple. You can take any sort of a data from any domain, from any problem statement, and try to replicate a same flow. Okay, and check whether it's going to working or not. Right? And one more thing I would like to tell you here inside the AI assistant, actually, you need to improvement the flow. Means whenever anything is coming after transforming, when let's say whenever query is coming after the transformation. So here this AI assistant need to make a decision what it needs to be done. Okay, what it has to be like what it's going to be do. So you can take a message and then you can like fetch that particular message from the state, and finally you can pass it to the model itself. Okay, here you can put very basic if else condition, whether this like data related word is there or not. Okay, according to that actually it's going to take a decision. So you can take one this LLM with tool and one simple LLM, and based on that you can generate a final response and you can end this process. Okay, after transforming the query, this is up to you. I'm leaving it up to you how you are going to make a logic over here, but rest of the thing is working fine and our code is also working fine. So I hope guys you like this session. Now we are going to conclude it. I think I took more than 2 hours. It's 2.5 hour actually. Okay, we have started the session at 8 o'clock, and but yeah, I finished it within 1 hour itself. I think I started 8:30, right? So oh, it's a 2 hour basically. And I believe you like the session. You can create a like very good project on top of this particular flow, and you can mention inside your resume as well. And I think most of the doubt has been clarified by the Mayank itself. And if you have any sort of a doubt, you can ask to me directly. You can ping it to my LinkedIn. You can ping over my LinkedIn. And yes, in the next video and any upcoming video, we'll try to create something new. Okay, we'll try to create something end to end. So fine. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Now I'm going to end the stream. Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks.